The co-hosts of The View did not hold back their frustration over former President Donald Trump's recent executive order dismantling government diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) offices. On Thursday's episode, the panel argued that Trump's actions were emboldening those with racist, homophobic, and sexist views by eliminating policies meant to promote diversity and inclusion. Navarro was particularly outspoken, stating, "By getting rid of this and doing it in such a bold way on day one, what he is doing is giving a green light to people who are racist, to people who are homophobic, to people who are anti-women and think they should be in the kitchen, and telling them there is no consequence to your racism." The controversy stems from a directive issued by the Federal Office of Personnel Management, OPM, instructing all federal agencies to shut down their DEI offices and place employees in those roles on paid leave. According to Fox News Digital, the directive was to be implemented by the end of the day Wednesday. Co-host Sunny Hostin compared this move to former President Woodrow Wilson's decision to resegregate the federal government, which she claimed had devastating economic consequences for Black workers and women. She argued that Trump's order was part of a broader war on people of color and predicted that marginalized communities would suffer the most from these changes. However, not all of the hosts were in complete agreement. Sara Haines acknowledged concerns about DEI programs and suggested that they had become a bureaucracy of money suck. She posed a question to Hostin, asking why people felt threatened by the removal of DEI offices. In response, Hostin insisted that the executive orders were not just about closing DEI offices, but were also eliminating the protections for discrimination in awarding government contracts. She strongly defended the effectiveness of DEI policies, arguing, "The stats show that they're very effective." The debate grew even more heated when Hostin took aim at Trump himself, claiming that he was a DEI hire because of his family connections and privilege. "He was a legacy hire and was given everything," she said, implying that his success was not based on merit but rather on nepotism and wealth. Navarro added that the current administration was actively purging individuals who supported equity and inclusion. She alleged that federal employees were being encouraged to inform on colleagues who might be liberal, Biden supporters, or advocates for DEI initiatives. They're finding out, who might be doing. They've been asking people in the different federal departments to basically snitch on each other, Navarro claimed. Who is a liberal? Who is a Biden supporter? Who is into equity? And they have been purging those people, which they told us they were going to do. As the discussion wrapped up, it was clear that the View panelists saw Trump's executive order as more than just a bureaucratic change. It was, in their eyes, a direct attack on marginalized communities and a dangerous step backward for diversity and inclusion in government. While some criticism of DEI programs exists, the co-hosts largely agreed that dismantling them entirely would have far-reaching consequences. Whether the public views this move as a necessary reform or a troubling rollback of progress remains to be seen.